Hello and welcome to this portion of Active Living. We're very fortunate today to have Sue Albert here. Sue is our yoga instructor here at the Orion Center, and we brought Sue in today to tell us a little bit about the yoga classes that she runs here at the center, and we just like to welcome you.
Oh, thank you, George. So nice of you to have me here.
Can you tell us a little bit about the yoga classes that you teach here at the Orion Center?
Yes, so we're at this wonderful new space, and I teach about 5 classes here a week. So they're all gentle, or they vary. I have the chair yoga classes, the yoga with ease, and then I have a gentle beginning class, and then I have continuing yoga for people that have been practicing for a while. So there's something for everyone.
Okay, now my wife and I have just been taking some of the yoga classes with you. Can you tell me which level we're at right now?
Okay. So you started with Yoga with Ease 1.
Okay.
And you started in that class, and that was the chair yoga class, which is really good for people to start out if they have never practiced before, or also if they've had any type of surgery, like knee surgery, where it's hard for them to get on the floor. So we do a lot of the postures in the chair so they don't have to really worry about getting on the floor and back up. But now you've gone up to the Yoga with Ease 2 class, so some of those we're using the chair to help with balance, but the option to use or not to use. And then we're starting to get away from the chair a bit. We're doing some standing, some balancing, and then we're also coming into the floor and doing some poses to help to stretch the hamstrings and the sciatic area, all those areas that tend to tense up a bit.
Well, can you give me some real benefits? Why should someone take this yoga class, any yoga class?
Okay. Well, I should ask you, George, what you found. But anyway, so typically people will find that it helps to relax their mind and to calm them. So it can decrease anxiety. A lot of people report that they can sleep better at night. It helps to keep the spine flexible and to allow the fluid to move through the spine and to nourish all the joints. And so it's wonderful for the muscles. It helps to loosen those muscles that tend to get tight. And so it helps to relax. And then we end class with relaxation. So relaxation techniques, breathing techniques. A lot of times we tend to breathe shallow, more in the upper chest.
Right.
So I go over some breathing techniques so we learn to breathe deeper and allow that oxygen to travel throughout our body and nourish all the cells.
Which would be great for a musician, right?
Yeah, yes.
So tell me about some of the poses that, there's some poses that you teach in the class, and I assume there's reasons for that.
Yes. Okay. So some of the different poses that we do in the class, there is the cat and dog pose, which we either do seated in the chair or on the floor kneeling. And this is wonderful to keep the spine flexible and to keep it moving and healthy, especially as we start to get older. But really at any time in our life.
I can relate to that.
Yeah. So, and then we also do some half moon poses, standing and seated half moon that gives a nice stretch through the side body.
Okay.
We do those. We do one of perhaps your favorite is the warrior series and the warrior poses. Which
I like the warrior one. That's a great one.
Yeah. So that one is really great. It works on balance, and it works on strength, our leg strength. It also helps to open the chest and the arms. So it's really a nice overall pose, asana, that we call. So what did you enjoy about warrior pose?
I just think it looks great. No, I like it. Anyway, The one I have the hardest time with, though, is the one where I think it's called a tree pose.
The tree pose.
And you have to stand on one foot?
Yes. So, yep, so that's the tree pose, and that's what's nice about having a chair available or a wall to help with the balance a bit. So in that, so we start from the mountain pose. So we start evenly on our feet, and then we come and lift one knee up, either directly up or out to the side, and we find a point to focus our attention. So this really helps us in keeping that focus, focusing our attention,
right,
and working on our balance and improving our balance.
That's where I need to work, obviously, because I keep falling over.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's great. Now, tell us about your relationship with the Orion Center. Is this the only place? I assume you teach other places.
Right. I do teach other places, but I have been teaching through Parks and Recreation for about 7 years now, I believe, 7 or 8 years.
Right.
And what I really love about teaching here is that it's a nice, clean room, warm, and just very comfortable. And it's nice that we have that broad spectrum of people that we can cater to.
Yeah.
So I teach here. I also teach in Rochester currently.
Okay.
But and then through the years, I've taught through the schools, or I've taught in Auburn Hills, Oxford.
Okay. How long have you been doing this, by the way?
For 16 years now.
16 years.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're very good at doing what you're doing.
I hope so.
That's great.
So.
But in looking at the Orion Center, I mean, this is a fantastic facility as far as I'm concerned. I just love what they've done here, and obviously what we're doing here is putting out a series of programs which allows people to see actually what's going on here. And I think looking at the yoga class is a great opportunity for people who haven't really exercised a lot in the past to come in and take advantage of those types of things.
Right, yep. And so as I mentioned, I have different classes geared towards different people. And also what we try to do is perhaps quarterly offer a free class.
Great.
So people can come. We try to advertise these, and people can come and try it and see if it's for them.
Okay.
That's a great way to try it.
That's fantastic.
And then we offer the classes too in 4-week and 8-week sessions. You can they're advertised through the community brochures that come out.
Great.
And usually quarterly, like fall session, winter, spring, and summer.
Well, our time has just about come to an end. And we've got to wrap up this session, but we would certainly want to thank Sue Albert for coming in and talking to us today. And we're going to wrap up this complete session of active living at the Orion Center.
Okay,
and
thank you, George.
We want to thank you all for watching today, and thank you very much. We hope to see you again very shortly. We're going to put out a series of these programs at least once per month.